Hi guys, my name is Nicole Mystery. I'm a senior graduating from UNC Chapel Hill this semester, and this is my final project for COMP572, Computational Photography. For this project, I decided to choose the photo mosaic option, which means that I was basically trying to write code that would generate a photo from a bunch of photos. That sounds kind of confusing, but you can see an example of it to the right here. Essentially, the final image is meant to look like a very pixelated version of the original photograph, and my code basically just uses a bunch of randomly downloaded images from the internet. The four main parts of my algorithm are downloading images from Flickr, processing images, photo tile matching, and building the actual mosaic. The first part of my algorithm is downloading images from Flickr. The function that I have actually creates a new image directory and indexes the photos for you so that you don't have to do that. It's called get photos, and this function grabs and downloads the most recent random 500 images off of Flickr using sequential URLs in the Flickr API. This downloading of images is not themed or tagged at all, so you're really getting just the most random 5,000 images off of Flickr. The second part of this process is to process the images that you just downloaded. My process images function stores the location of the images as well as the average RGB value for each tile and stores it in a cell structure. This allows the next part of the algorithm to actually match cells in the original photo with tiles that have been downloaded. The third part of this algorithm, as I mentioned before, is the photo tile matching part. In this part of the algorithm, the image that you provided is divided into square XY cells, and for each cell, the average RBGs are calculated. The find matches function that I have in this section finds the top 30% color matches between tiles and the cells, and the top 30% matches are distilled down using the SSIM function, which is built in, to find the top structural and color match. These matches that are found in the photo tile matching section are used in the build mosaic section, which is the fourth part of the algorithm. And in this section, the mosaic is built by placing the tiles in their respective cells in the original image. Here are the results from the algorithm that I created. All of the photos that I have in my results, the original photos are photos that I took. None of those are from the internet. An issue with a photo like this using a photo mosaic is that the background is very monotone, so many of the matching cells and tiles are the same. In order to avoid the overuse of one tile image in the background, I actually have a variable called number of times to use, which limits the number of times that each tile is used, and it will then use the second best match if the tile has been used a certain amount of times. You can tell in a lot of these photos that I have used different tile-sourced images for each one, and that I changed the X and Y, so basically the graininess of each photo, and you can definitely see that in the next photo that I made X and Y a lot bigger, and it was really interesting to see what differences I could make by changing all of these different aspects of the mosaic. Overall, I'm definitely satisfied with the results of this project, and while I think the mosaic images I produced could be a little bit better or less pixelated, I was definitely limited by the computing power of my laptop. If I were able to use smaller X and Y values as well as a way larger number of tile options, I would definitely be able to create a beautiful mosaic with this code if I just had infinite amount of computation time available. But overall, I'm definitely really happy with this result.